Okay, so WrestleMania 37 is officially over. Night 2 just concluded with the head of the table, the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion. Now, overall, WrestleMania was a really good event, but I did find myself slightly liking night 1 than night 2, so to speak. And we're going to get into it because we kicked off the night with Randy Orton versus The Fiend. You know, as much as I would go into a rant, as much as I would scream to the top of my lungs about how The Fiend got beaten in 5 minutes, how the fact that you build The Fiend's return for months and then you have him lose. And the crazy thing is, you have him lose to one RKO. You have Alexa Bliss turn on him for no reason whatsoever. This match was a clusterfuck. This match was horrible. It was a disaster. Hell, this match makes the WrestleMania 33 match legendary, if you really think about it. This match was the worst match of the entire WrestleMania weekend, the entire WrestleMania week in general. The women's match was way better than this match. And it sucks because this is Randy Orton, who was, in my opinion, one of the greatest of all time. And you have someone like The Fiend, who I feel like that they have taken this character and they've kind of ruined it. I've said it before and I've said it again. The Fiend's character is at the point it's not as hot like it used to be. It's not. And I know that's going to get a lot of backlash, but that's the truth. It's the truth. The Fiend is not as hot. He has lost so much momentum. He's lost so much steam. I don't care about The Fiend that much anymore. Now, hopefully, maybe they do something. Maybe this is the end. Maybe they wanted to do the Firefly Funhouse, but they couldn't do it because they have fans and they're going to do that next. I don't know. But as far as tonight, I thought it sucked. I thought it was stupid. And I thought it brought both Randy and hell, I'll even argue Alexa and The Fiend down, in my opinion. So not a good way to kick off night 2. We did kind of picked up a little bit steam with Nia and Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Tamina. This match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Now, this match was actually pretty good, actually. I know Tamina was getting lots of pops during this matchup, which was really shocking. But, great match by all 4 women. I thought that this was a really good match. Way better than Randy Orton versus The Fiend by a long shot. And, yeah, man, this is a pretty good match. I'm surprised Natalya and Tamina didn't go over here, because I really don't know who's really going to take the title off Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Now, if the Universal Championship match didn't happen tonight, I would argue and say that this match would have been the match of the night. But this match was a really good match. I mean, even though Logan Paul got booed, and Hogan got booed as well. Yeah, I thought this matchup was okay for what it was worth. But the best part of the entire match wasn't even the match itself. It was Logan Paul getting stunned. So that was low-key pretty cool. And shout out to Logan Paul for taking the stunner like that, because I'm not the biggest Logan Paul fan, and you guys know me, I can't fucking stand Jake Paul. But I'll give credit where credit's due. Logan, he did what he did tonight, so shout out to him. So we had a decent match for the WWE United States Championship. We had Sheamus versus Riddle. This match was decent for what it was worth. That ending, though, was brutal as hell. That combination of that, moonsault into the bro kick was just phenomenal and just, epic. That was a great way to end the match. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Sheamus wins the United States Championship. Good. I think this is good for Sheamus. Sheamus has been killing it for the past few months, with these programs that he's been in, these matches. I think he deserves the United States Championship. Because Riddle's not really doing anything right now. And I know a lot of people are starting really not like Riddle that much anymore. All right, so Apollo Crews versus Big E in a Nigerian drum fight for the Intercontinental Championship. To be honest, Was the match okay? Yeah, but at the same time, it was kind of a letdown for me. And the reason why it was such a letdown because I had like so many high expectations for this match that I just went into it thinking it was going to be one of the best matches of the night, which was just 6 minutes and 50 seconds. And then we saw that Dio, whatever his last name is, who was undefeated on Raw Underground before losing to Braun Strowman. Apparently, he's Apollo Cruz's bodyguard or something like that. So Apollo Cruz nonetheless wins the IC Championship. Good for him. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I don't know. I don't know what happened with Rhea Ripley and that whole performance thing, but that sucked. Like poor. I don't know what the girl's name is, but man, was that bad. Hell, I think even because Wale, who performed for Biggie, I believe he was actually limp syncing. So it was just like, damn. But nonetheless, Rhea Ripley defeats Asuka. What was a pretty decent match. I'm glad Rhea got the win. I mean, even though she had no fucking build, she got no wins heading into Mania. Well, little, but they just didn't build her up at all. I'm still happy with her getting the win because Asuka hasn't done anything. They haven't done anything, and they haven't booked Asuka as that strong, dominant champion like she was in NXT. So good for Rhea Ripley. I'm excited to see what Rhea Ripley's doing. So we got the Raw Women's Champion being Rhea Ripley and the SmackDown Women's Champion being Bianca Belair. That's actually pretty cool if you think about it. The main event, Roman Reigns versus Edge and Daniel Bryan. Look here. All y'all that were saying that, this matchup was not going to go well because Daniel Bryan was in it. Well, guess what? This matchup was the match of the night. And for all you haysetters that were saying, Edge is going to win. Edge is going to get his moment. Well, he didn't. Edge lost. Daniel Bryan lost. Roman Reigns is the head of the table. He's not the future of the WWE. He is the now. I said it before and I said it again. It makes so much perfect sense to have Roman Reigns retain the Universal Championship simply because the man is killing it. And this is what I think is going to happen. I actually can see Roman carrying the title up until SummerSlam. Yeah, I said it. Now that Big E's no longer IC champ, build him up, get him some wins, and then SummerSlam, have Roman drop the title to Big E. I think by SummerSlam, you can really have Big E white hot. Big E would be a perfect opponent to take the title off Reigns, in my opinion. But nonetheless, WrestleMania, man, oh man, was this a really good event. I enjoyed this WrestleMania. It sucks it's over. Now we got to get back to the Thunderdome era, but hopefully by SummerSlam, we do see some more crowds. But I enjoyed this WrestleMania weekend. I enjoyed, spreading out content for you guys and stuff like that. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like for more content. Anyways, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.